everybody. How are you today? Okay, today we're going to do a lesson about multiplication with arrays. Do you know what that is? Well, for one, multiplication is essentially just repeated addition. Okay, so an array is an arrangement or a set of rows or columns, or rows and columns, to represent the multiplication problem. And you will find the answer. So you can find the answer solving it using multiplication, or you can find your answer using the array models. So our learning objective today is we are going to use arrays to solve multiplication problems. We're going to understand the concept of repeated addition when multiplying, because remember, multiplying is just repeated addition. We're going to connect the visual representation of our arrays to the multiplication problems. Again, an array is a set or an arrangement of columns and rows. Multiplication is repeated addition. We're going to combine the two, okay? We're going to need these materials. Are you ready? Let's check for a pencil, your paper, which is your math spiral, your math journal. I am going to have the math manipulatives. And you each have a clipboard in your desk, okay? So we're going to do our lesson. We're going to do some practice problems. Then I'm going to put you in your group of two, and you're going to do a scavenger hunt around the room solving multiplication problems, and you and your partner are going to build your own arrays to solve it. Which is why you need your clipboard, right? We know how to do scavenger hunts around the room. Okay? So let's get started. Okay. Here's our board. Maybe if I can get it to... Okay. So in your math journal, I would like you to write practice problems. You don't have to write lesson. That's just for me. Okay. The first question we're going to do is number 1, 2 times 3. You're going to write that on your paper. 2 times 3. Okay, does everyone have 2 times 3? Okay, now there's 2 ways that you can do an array. If we were at our scavenger hunt spots, you will have these all around the room in each scavenger hunt spot, okay? But in our notebook, our trusty notebook that we can look back at and be like, I don't think I remember what an array was. Let me go back and look at my spiral notebook. We're going to draw them. Okay, and there's multiple ways you can do an array. This is just how we're going to do it today, okay? So 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is repeated addition, right? That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw 2 rows, 2 columns. And does it have to be perfect? No. And we need each array to have 3 sections, right? Because here's our 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we need 3 in each, right? Again, do they have to be perfect? No way. So, here's our first row. Here's our second row. Here's our 3 columns. So, 2 times 3. Most of us know that 2 times 3 is 6, right? But if we want to find that 6 using our array, what do? Excuse me, we count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How cool is that? So when we go to your scavenger hunt part, you're going to have these, right? You're going to build your arrays using these. So does this match? There's our one row, 3 in each. Here's our second row, 3 in each. Do we have our 2 rows? 1, 2. Do we have our 3 columns? 1, 2, 3. Is there 6 total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. 2 times 3 equals 6 using an array. Okay, make sure you have this down in your journal to go back in and look. Okay? Okay, let's do a little harder one. I believe in us. Let's write 3 times 4 on your paper. Go ahead, write 3 times 4. Okay. 3 times 4. Here's our array for 3 times 4. Our array for 3 times 4. We have 3 rows and 4 columns. That's right, we have 4 in each. Good job. So let's count them to see what 3 times 4 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 times 4 is 12. And we solved that using an array. Okay, our next one. 4 times 5. Oh, if we wanted to solve this without an array, what could we do? That's right, we could count by 5s 4 times, but we're going to use an array. Okay, here's our array. 4 times 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 5 in each, which makes 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could we count all these boxes and get our answer? But on this one, we can also count by 5s 4 times. So let's do that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Very good, guys. Oh, we have another 5 one. 5 times 5. Before we draw the array, let's just do 5 times 5. Count by 5s with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we know we're going to have 25 boxes in our array. Okay, everyone, let's draw our array. Okay, here's our array. We have 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. If we were going to use our manipulatives like we are in our scavenger hunt, we would have, here's 5. Oh, come on, Miss Rogers, we need to count. Here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of these would we need? That's right, we would need 5 of these to make our array. Good job. Here's our array of 5 times 5. See? 5 rows, 5 columns. Very good, guys. Okay, so now that we've done our practice lesson together, we've talked about what arrays are, what multiplication is, what multiplication with arrays are. Now, it's the fun time. You're going to get in your groups. The person sitting to your left is going to be your partner. We know how our scavenger hunts work in the classroom. We work hard. We use our library voice. And we do all the things we need to do. Okay. And then I have our homework to take home with us that we'll get at the end of the day. And we also have our test. Okay? So go do your scavenger hunt. I'm going to walk around and watch and see all the good stuff you're doing.